Let's go. Welcome, gamers. Welcome back to the channel. GBay here, back at it again with another Wild Rift video. Today, we're going to be getting into an in-depth guide of ability-powered items, other known as mage or magic items. Before we get started, hit that sub button and drop a like if you would. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go. Before we get this video started, just want to go over have a little teaching session so we can all be on the same page. So there's two types of champions: ability powered champions and attack damage champions. We went over yesterday the attack damage items. So say somebody has a lot of kills and they're an attack damage champion. What you build to counter that is armor. So you build armor. And yesterday we went over there's armor penetration items. So say you're an attack damage champion, like I'm the attack damage champion, and say I'm going against somebody and I buy all attack damage items. They're going to build armor. So in what I'm going to do is build armor penetration. So it's kind of just, you know, I have attack damage, they counter me with the armor, make me do less damage to them, and then I buy armor pen so I can penetrate that armor. So it's the same thing with magic items or ability power items. So they're gonna build ability power, and what you're gonna buy to counter that is magic resist. And what you can buy to counter magic resist is magic penetration. So we're gonna be going over that today. Just want to make sure we're on the same page. Sorry I'm talking so much. I just want to teach you guys, and the purpose of these videos is for you to learn and me to learn as well while I'm going. I'm doing a ton of research every day, making sure we're getting you guys the right facts. So, scenario. Say we're playing Wild Rift, and 5 of the enemies, there's 5 of them, 5 are all attack damage champions. So they're buying a ton of attack damage items. So all you would have to do as a team is buy armor. So you'd be stacking up on armor. Now, granted, you can only have so many items in the game. There's a limit to how many items you can have. So you obviously want to build your offense. So if you want to buy, ability power, or if you want to buy attack damage items, but then you can also buy the armor items. So there's I don't even know how many combinations of possibilities of builds. I really don't. There's a lot though. So you can build, some champions you can build ability power and you can build them attack damage. So one game you could just build them straight AP, it's called, or you could build them straight AD. Some are like a mix. You could, buy some AD items, buy some AP items. So really in depth, and I'm looking for that. There's some new items in Wild Rift that aren't in League of Legends. So nobody knows how those items are going to work. Are they going to be great? Are they going to be bad? We can read it. We're going to read about them today, but nobody really knows. So hope you guys learn. If you have any questions at all, please comment below. I would love to help you guys, love to teach you guys, because I know when this game drops, nobody knows when, but when it drops, I want you guys to feel comfortable and feel ready. Download the game, be ready to freaking go, be ready to play, know what you're doing, or have at least a little bit of an understanding of what's going on, because I know it's a huge learning curve, especially League of Legends PC. It takes a long time to learn, really does. And I played League of Legends for maybe 2 or 3 years, probably more, and still I don't know everything. I don't know, exactly what every item does. So I'm getting a review as well, reading through these, making sure I study up, making sure I know, how much % this has, if this has lifesteal or vamp. So yeah, this is great. So hopefully everyone, this is a win-win situation. Good for me, good for you guys. So hopefully you guys are really enjoying the videos. Really, if you are, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments if you want to request a specific video, or if you have any questions. Really, I want to help, and I might even have to do some research myself if it's, a crazy question that I have no clue to. So yeah. All right, guys, let's get into this one. Sorry I talk so much. I thought that was important to tell you guys. Let's go. Last thing I want to add before we get into the video is that whenever you hit, there's a button you can hit in Wild Rift in the game while you're playing. You can see the items they're buying. So you can see exactly what they're building. You can see everything they have. So if you see they're building, full attack damage and they're ahead, they have like 5, 6, 7 kills in the early game, like you're gonna want to buy armor just because they're so ahead, so they're gonna do so much damage. So to help counter them doing all the damage, you can buy armor. Or same thing goes with magic resist and ability power. If an ability power champion is super ahead, you're going to want to buy that magic resist just to prevent them from, one-shotting you and killing you instantly. To be honest, guys, I'm loving this. I'm loving making YouTube videos. Really passionate about it. Makes me happy. I get excited every night when I make these videos. So thank you guys for all the support. You guys are freaking awesome. Really. I mean, you guys are everything. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. So first item here, Luden's Echo. Plus 80 ability power, plus 300 max mana, plus 10% cooldown reduction. Discord Echo. Moving and casting abilities. Builds Discord. At 100 Discord, your next damaging ability deals 100 bonus magic damage, plus 10% to your target and up to 3 nearby enemies. So with this one, I actually went ahead. I got a video clip from League of Legends. Really wanted you guys to see it and be able to visually, understand this one. So like it says, up to 3 nearby enemies. So that thing's going to bounce, and we're going to get right into a clip here that shows you, and I'm going to slow-mo it for you guys. So let's check this clip out. All right, here we go. So you're going to see the purple things bounce in the air right here. So we're going to slow it down just so you can see. So Luden's Echo, up to 3 enemies. So you can see those 3 things bounce, and it ends up killing Nami. So we're going to slow it down even more here just so you can see. So it hits it and bounces in the air and does damage. So if that's 3 enemies right there, it's going to hit all 3 enemies. So super OP item there. Moral Monacan. Plus 300 max health, plus 70 ability power, death touch, plus 15 magic penetration. So like we talked about, magic pen, it's really gonna, it's to counter the magic resist that they build. So it's gonna penetrate right through that magic resist. Cursed, magic damage applies grievous wounds to enemy champions for 3 seconds. So like we talked about in yesterday's video, grievous wounds, I think it might have been 2 days ago, but it's going to do that damage over the 3 seconds. Next up, we have Void Staff, plus 70 ability power. In addition, dissolve, plus 40% magic pen. I mean, really, so if someone's just building up a ton of magic resist to counter you, I mean, you're going to take Void Staff. It's just going to penetrate that magic resist that they built. So super, super good item. And like we talked about, these are all situational. So in like we said earlier, you can look at what they're building. So if they're building a ton of magic resist, you're going to, most likely this is an item you want to buy to counter that. Or else your magic damage is not going to do that much damage to them. Rabbidan's Death Cap. Plus 130 ability power. That is so much. Honestly, 130 ability power. As you can see, let me check here. It is the most expensive item on this list and close to one of the most expensive items in the game. I know Trinity Force is 37.33, so this might be up there, maybe second or third. Overall, Overkill increases ability power by 40%. I mean, this item's pretty broken, really. I almost think this is a go-to item when you're playing an ability power champion. It's just straight ability power. And an additional 40%. So, pretty broken item here. Rayleia's Crystal Scepter. Plus 350 max health, plus 70 ability power. Icy, damaging active abilities, slow enemies by 20% for 1 second. So, just so you guys know, just so we can review an active item. So, whenever you buy these items, they're passive. So, like the Void Staff, the one the Death Cap we just went over. That Death Cap, like, it increases your ability power by 40% and it gives you that plus 130 ability power. Like, that is that. You don't have to hit anything. You don't have to touch any, you don't have to click on the item. As soon as you buy it, you get that. So with this one, what an active is, meaning that it's going to be on your screen and you have to tap it. So for this one, damaging active abilities, slow enemies by 20% for 1 second. So like we said, active, you're going to have to click it to use it. That is what an active ability is. So for this one, I don't believe it has an active on it. It's just in addition to any active ability that you have, it's going to slow the enemy by 20% for 1 second. So this is a good one to have if you have an active item that you bought. It's going to help, slow those champions or enemies by 20% for 1 second. Leandri's Torment. Plus 250 max health, plus 90 ability power, Madness deals 2% more damage for each second in combat against champions, capped at 10% after 5 seconds. Torment. Ability damage deals 1% of an enemy's max health as bonus magic damage over 3 seconds. This damage doubles if they are slowed or immobilized. So this one's a little tricky here. Got a lot of information here. Let me see what we got. So it gives you that 250 health. Gives you that 90 ability power. Let's go through it together, honestly. Deals 2% more damage for each second in combat against champions. Capped at 10% after 5 seconds. So each second, you get 2% boost of damage up to 10%. So after 5 seconds, it's going to stay at 10%. Torment. Ability damage deals 1% of an enemy's max health. Ability damage deals 1% of an enemy's max health as bonus damage over 3 seconds. This damage doubles if they're slowed or immobilized. So yeah, I mean, some of these you got to read and you got to really think about it. But you know, if you read it, you can typically understand it. So ability damage deals 1% of an enemy's max health as bonus magic damage over 3 seconds. So whatever their health is, their max health, it's going to take 1% of that, and it's going to do that as bonus magic damage over the 3 second period of time. This damage doubles if they're slowed or immobilized. So that's going to be 2% of their max health if they're slowed or immobilized. So going back to the last item we just went over. So somebody has an active item. They use the active item on an enemy. That enemy is now slowed for 1 second. They get slowed for 1 second. So if you go in there and you attack them when you have this item, this isn't an active. This is when you buy the item. You have all these abilities. It's a passive item. So if you touch them during that 1 second that they're slowed, it's going to do 2% of their max health as bonus magic damage over 3 seconds. So as you can see, there's so much, and there's a lot of, it's super in depth. So I believe, League of Legends or Riot is doing Wild Rift from nothing. From the beginning, they started over. They didn't copy anything from PC. They started over, building every champion. I mean, very, very similar, but they wanted to start a clean slate. So as you can see, there's so much going on. Like for that 1 second, they have behind the scenes, like it's all computerized. Obviously, it's all code, but it's so in depth, this game. So I think that's why they're taking so long to come out. It's going to take a while. Rod of Ages. Plus 250 max health, plus 60 ability power, plus 300 max mana. Eternity. Restore mana equal to 15% of the damage taken from champions. Regen health equal to 20% of mana spent. Capped at 25 health per cast. Veteran. Each stack provides 20 health, 10 mana, and 6 ability power, stacking at a rate of 1 every 30 seconds. Max of 10 stacks, providing 200 health, 100 mana, and 60 ability power. So this is another one. Definitely a complex item. So let's read through it. I'm going to read through it with you, and we're going to kind of translate it and make sure we understand. So restore mana equal to 15% of the damage taken from champions. So you're going to restore. So if you get hit with 100 damage, you're going to restore 15% of that in mana. Regen health equal to 20% of mana spent. Yeah, I think this one for a beginner's guide, I mean, this is super, 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 complex. So we'll just move on to the next one. Lich Bane. Plus 80 ability power, plus 300 max mana, plus 10% cooldown reduction. Spellblade. Using an ability causes the next attack used within 10 seconds to deal bonus magic damage equal to 75% of base plus 50%. I think that's magic damage. 1.5 second cooldown. Bane plus 5% move speed. So you're going to get ability here, ability power. You're going to get that max mana, which is big. And you're going to get 10% cooldown reduction. So essentially with this, every 1.5 seconds, because that's the cooldown, every time you do use an ability, the next attack you do is going to do bonus magic damage. Nashers Tooth. Plus 50% attack speed. That's huge right there. That's a lot. really 50% attack speed. That might be up there for the most attack speed out of in any item in the game. Plus 70 ability power, plus 20% cooldown reduction. Bite, attacks deal 15 bonus magic damage, plus 15%. So this one is going to give you that huge boost of attack speed, huge ability power boost, and that cooldown reduction. Archangel's Staff, plus 35 ability power, plus 500 max mana. That's so much mana. Plus 20% cooldown reduction. Grants ability power equal to 1% of max mana and refunds 25% of all mana spent. Mana charge. Increases max mana by 12 every time mana is spent. Caps at 700 bonus mana. Transforming Archangel's Staff into Seraph's Embrace. Triggers up to 3 times every 12 seconds. You may only carry one Tear of the Goddess item. I'm not sure if there's more there. But as you can see, these items are super complex, and you really have to read through them again and again to really understand them. Because at first glance, it'd be very hard. I mean, you'd have to be extremely intelligent to understand these. So I will say that I'm not going to get too in-depth about that one. I mean, you really got to sit down and read these for yourself kind of over and over. It's like studying for a test. You got to read some more, and then eventually you'll really get the hang of them. Ardent Sensor, plus 250 max health, plus 60 ability power, plus 10% cooldown reduction. Ardent 5% move speed, that's nice. Sensor, when you heal or shield an ally champion, both of you gain 10 to 30% attack speed, and your attacks deal 16 to 30 bonus magic damage for 6 seconds. Regen effects do not trigger Sensor. So this one right here is going to be more of a support item. As you can see, when you heal or shield an allied champion, both of you gain attack speed and bonus magic damage. So whenever you see, heal or shield an allied champion, typically that's going to be a support role. Like Nami, we went over. I have a Nami support beginner's guide. She heals her support. She can heal herself, or she heals her AD carry. She can heal herself. So that right there, that's going to be an advantage to anybody that has a heal or a shield for an allied champion, because not all champions have that. So these are pretty specific and highly recommended as a support, as an ability power support that heals or has a shield. Hextech Gunblade. This is a lifesteal item. We'll get into that right here. Plus 30 attack damage, plus 60 ability power. Hextech Bolt. Hitting an enemy champion with an attack or ability shocks them for 100 to 200 magic damage, plus 30% ability power, and slows them by 40% for 2 seconds. 30-second cooldown. Life drain 15% physical vamp. Energy drain 15% magical vamp. So right there, as we went over, vamp is lifesteal, so it's going to give you that 15% physical lifesteal and 15% magical lifesteal. So super, super OP. I know a lot of people in LEGO Legends that absolutely love Hextech Gunblade. They love it. Like, it's one of their favorite items. So super, super OP item here. Harmonic Echo. So this item right here is exclusive to Wild Rift. It's not in LEGO Legends. They just put it in brand new for Wild Rift only. Plus 80 ability power, plus 300 max mana, plus 10% cooldown reduction. Harmonic Echo. Moving and casting abilities builds harmony. At 100 harmony, your next healing or shielding ability restores 70 health, plus 10% ability power to your target and up to 3 nearby allied champions. Moving and casting abilities builds harmony. At 100 harmony, your next healing or shielding ability restores 70 health, plus 10% ability power to your target and up to 3 mana. So this looks like a support item as well. Going to give you a ton of that ability power, a lot of mana, 10% cooldown, and it's going to help on your next healing or shielding ability. So that's right there. That tells me automatically support item, specifically Nami, Janna, Soraka. Athene's Unholy Grail. Plus 55 ability power, plus 40 magic resist, plus 10% cooldown reduction. Blood price stores 35% of pre-mitigation damage dealt to champions as blood, capped at 110 to 250. Healing or shielding an ally consumes all blood to heal them for an equal value. So again, as soon as you see healing or shielding, like we talked about the last couple items, you're gonna realize that's a support item. Again, so Nami, Soraka, Janna. Not sure what else they're going to add, but there's more healing supports. Awaken Soulstealer. Plus 65 ability power, plus 200 max mana, plus 20% cooldown reduction. Soul Charged. Unique takedowns reduce the cooldown of your ultimate by 3%, capped at 15% after 5 stacks. So this could be super, super OP. By the way, this is also exclusive to Wild Rift, not in League of Legends at all. Brand new, only for us. Unique takedowns reduce the cooldown of your ultimate by 3 seconds. So, unique takedowns. To go into that a little bit, that means, so you're going to get up to 5, it's capped at 15% after 5 stacks. You can only get 5 stacks. That's the max unique takedown. So that there's 5 champions, so you can only get 5 unique takedowns. That means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So if you kill the same person twice, you're not going to get that boost. It has to be unique. So that's why it's capped at 5 stacks, 15%, 3%. So that could be super OP. Like if you kill all of them, 15% on top of, you know, a low cooldown. I mean, Lux's cooldown really isn't that long later in the game. Plus an extra 15%, that could be dangerous. Infinity Orb, plus 200 max health, plus 60 ability power. By the way, this is another exclusive Wild Rift item, not in League of Legends. So super cool that they added some unique items to Wild Rift and didn't just copy every item. Now, the majority of items, I think there's, top of my head, I think it's 6 or 7 items that are, you know, exclusive to Wild Rift and not in the League of Legends PC. So 200 max health, plus 60 ability power, Destiny, plus 5% move speed, balance, plus 15% magic penetration, inevitable demise. Abilities crit for 20% bonus damage against enemies below 35% out. That's just broken. Really, that's just broken. So if the enemy's below 35% health, you're gonna abilities crit for 20% bonus damage. I feel bad for enemies that are below 35% health going against people that have Infinity Orb, because really it's broken. Plus it has that magic penetration. Plus you get move speed. Item's broken. So this void item right here, this is also exclusive to Wild Rift. Plus 25 ability power, dissolve plus 20% magic penetration. That's actually super, super good for 1200 gold. To have that magic pen for 1200 gold is broken. It really is. That's unbelievable. That's a great mid-tier magic item. Last one on the magic items that is going to be exclusive to Wild Rift. Amplifying Tome, plus 25 ability power. So it's pretty basic. That's why it's under basic. But just want to let you guys know this is another exclusive Wild Rift item. That's going to be all. That's going to wrap up the magic items or ability power items. Hope you guys learned a lot today. Really try to do some teaching. I really hope you guys learned something and are getting a better grasp of Wild Rift. Like I said, the goal is to be ready when it launches. Thank you so much, guys. You guys rock. The best. We'll be back again. Daily videos, you know it. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.